boys, welcome back YouTube. All right, 24th of January, puffy face, 5 a.m, just woke up. It is a travel day. Today we go to Bali. My flight leaves at 10 past 12. I am going to be training legs before I leave. The 3 horsemen, electrolytes with, I guess, like 700 mils of water. We've got a Thai monster, which only has 40 megs of caffeine, and a black coffee. I would not have that monster. That is not a part of the normal routine. But, you know, today's like kickstarting the holidays in some ways. So just kind of like multiplying the vibes of like the Bali trip and the fact I'll be training a bit earlier. Yeah, I thought, why not? I'll crack a monster in the morning to mix things up, which will be nice. Fuck, my brain feels so foggy still. So filming these first thing in the morning is obviously ideal, but you guys can bear with me. So I wrapped up the fat loss phase, like I mentioned in the last video, I think 4 days ago. So I think the last day on low calories was Monday. So I've had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days now on high food. And I literally, my weight was like going up slightly, but this morning I hit a new low weight, which, you know, just one dip isn't a big deal. Like you can't read too much into it, these acute fluctuations. But it's a sign that at least the new baseline food of just under pretty much 4,000 calories isn't like a massive surplus or a surplus at all for me. I think my body's slowly kind of replenishing some glycogen, hopefully recovering a bit better. But I've just been noticing like, I've just been super vascular like all day and like feeling very warm. In fact, my body's just like a furnace, kind of metabolism is kicking in and been burning through it. Anyway, all that being said, I have my first 4 meals for the day all prepped. So I'll be having one of them pre-workout here. I'll be having one of them post-workout in the taxi on the way to the airport, which will be leaving here at about 9:30. And then I'll be having one once the plane gets in the air and the seatbelt sign goes off. And then I'll be having one just before we land. And then for my 5th meal, once I'm settled in my villa in Bali, I'm going to probably just grab / their version of Uber Eats, some food from a macro-friendly kitchen, restaurant, cafe where I can track everything. That is the plan for food for the day, but I will show you guys that as I go along, I think. We'll just make it, it's slightly different food, have it on the go, show you how I'm going about that. Anyway, I'm not really saying this in chronological order, am I? But the rough plan for the day is wake up, hydrate, caffeinate, go for a quick walk rather than my normal, like go to the gym and do cardio, abs and stuff because the gym's not even open yet. Go for a quick walk now, come back and at about just after 6, eat my pre-workout meal, finish packing things that I couldn't pack yesterday, kind of just get things done, try and let that digest for an hour. I've made the meal different than usual to make it a bit faster digesting so I can just give it like 1 hour. And then at about 7:15, start training legs. And then after training legs, come back here, shower, get changed, finish packing the bag, go downstairs, get in the cab, and then I'll be eating my post-workout meal in the cab / taxi / grab on the way to the airport. Hopefully they don't mind me eating in there. Yeah, so that's like the rough plan for the day. Then the rest is just travel, trying to formulate a sentence and coherent thoughts. When I literally just woke up, hot shower, I woke up like 7 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm going to get this stuff down. Then I need to get outside, get this walk going so I can eat. Not a bit more of a rushed morning than my normal one, but that's okay. Excited. I am actually, I might not sound like it because like I said, tired. But I am very excited for this trip. It's going to be exactly what I need. All right, going to be on a plane and in an airport all day, so we front load some steps. The reason I'm going to Bali is I need to apply for my Thailand DTV visa. You can't apply for that visa when you're in Thailand. So you have to be out of the country to apply for it, and then you can't come back in until it gets approved. It can take like maybe as good as 3 days to get approved, as long as it could not get approved. But people told me like on average maybe about a week. So I'm staying in Bali for 10 days, 9 nights to give myself a buffer so it can definitely get all sorted and approved. Because if it hasn't been approved yet and you can't like come back into the country because they'll see you have like an active visa application. So yeah, that is why I'm going to Bali. It's not just like I'm going to celebrate doing a little diet and I need to go and live it up and eat all the food in Bali. I'm staying on track. So then the reason for it being, the location being Bali, is me just choosing somewhere that I know I have good access to a really good gym and access to good food. And Bali, I've been there 3-4 times before, so it's familiar, and I know I'm going to be able to, you know, bodybuild efficiently. Obviously, when I had to go for a visa thing, last time I went to Hong Kong, that was cool. I'd never been before, got to experience that, but it was more difficult to get food and things like that. And so when I was looking at this, so I looked at other options around. I didn't want a super long flight, so Bali's kind of pushing the length of a flight that I would have been happy with, just over 4 hours. This is like Malaysia, Vietnam, even like Korea, a bit far away. I just don't have the confidence in me being able to be as en route in routine as I'd like to be. With Bali, I know I can literally not miss a beat. So that is why that's all come about. So I have a place with a full kitchen, my villa, and there's a really good supermarket nearby, so I can buy and cook my own food. As well as that, there'll be a combination of eating at like Pump Kitchens, which is a very, very trusted macro friendly cafe where it's like all the macros are listed and you can have like supreme confidence in it. And then there will be other cafes as well that are macro cafes, maybe not as trusted. So I'll have my scales and weigh things where I can and have a bit of a buffer. Should mention as well that training wise, coinciding with the end of my fat loss, I pretty much was wrapping up a mesocycle. So for the next 2 weeks from from 3-4 days ago, I'll pretty much just be training for fun, not following a program, training hard, going in, having fun. And that's kind of serving as, in some ways, a deload from like heavy repetitive loads of certain movements I've been running for the last like 3-4 months, but also that mental kind of break that I need from, you know, always going in like on the logbook, which I do enjoy, but it would just be good to have a little mix up. Anyway, my shoulder is completely cooked from holding up my phone to film this, so I'm going to finish off these steps, then get back and have meal 1, which I will show you guys. All right, team, meal number 1. Here it is. Basically, cream of rice. So instead of doing my normal oats and cream of rice combo, I am just doing cream of rice for a bit faster digestion, as I explained earlier, and you know, some jam to make it a bit more dense. Source of carbs, yeah, and the raisins as well. And then that dragon fruit, like I probably don't need the extra fiber and volume of that, but I just had a bit left over when I leave, so I don't want to just bin it. So having that 100 grams of dragon fruit as well. I'm in a rush. I'm not going to think of things to yap about, and I'll put you guys down, eat this meal, and carry on with my morning. I don't know if this counts as cultural appropriation, but I was just cropping this tee. I've been cropping some of my tees and singlets lately because I used to tuck them in, and I wasn't loving how the tucked in look was looking. And to get tees that kind of fit me well at the shoulders and arms, they're normally like way too long. So anyway, I've been cropping them, and then I had like the length that I cut off at the bottom. I'm like, oh, that looks like it could be a headband. And then, yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd give it a whirl for the legs. Anyway, I had that meal 1. You know that feeling when you're trying to like finalize packing, but then you're like, wait, do I still need this? And you're just like unsure if you need to leave it out. That's kind of the point I'm at. I think I'm mainly done, but it's like, oh, I still need to brush my teeth and I still need to have a shower and need some toiletries. So hopefully I don't forget anything last minute. And hopefully my weight is going to be okay. I've only got 20 kilos. I was going to be taking my squat shoes, but they weigh like 3.5 kilos, the squat shoes alone. So I don't think I can afford to take them in terms of the weight that I have allowed. So I may just have to, I think like in my whole time there, I might only have like 2, because I'm training legs this morning. I may only have like 2 leg sessions the whole time there. So 2 leg sessions without squat shoes, like I'll be fine. Anyway, I better get going. Leg day done, boys and girls. Running a little bit late because I got caught up having a fun session. So it is 8:40 and the taxi gets here at 9:30. I just need to have a shower, change, finalize my packing. My meals are ready to go, so I should be fine. But I hate being rushed and like stressing, because that's when I'll forget something. But we should be okay. I live like a 2-minute walk from the gym, so I'm pretty much there now. So that'll be fine. I am hungry, but it's like an hour and 20 minutes where I normally have my second meal. So I don't want to have it too early and then, yeah, have crammed all my meals in at the start of the day. Oh, gotta cross the road. So, yeah, I'm not gonna eat it until I'm in the taxi and I can just like be chill, and then I'll be able to get like post-meal steps in when I get to the airport. Because that's one thing I don't like about having to eat on the plane, is my third meal for the day. I'll be eating it and then just sitting down on the plane for the next 4 hours. But I'll try and get up and down the aisle as much as I can. I've got good seats. I've got like the very front of the plane with extra leg room. Anyway, I need to focus on getting back and getting ready to go. Whew, all right, I ended up having plenty of time. I'm all good to go. I just got to chuck a shirt on, obviously, but the driver's waiting downstairs. He's actually trying to rush me, even though I've got like 15 minutes till the time I booked. So he can wait. I'm not going to rush. Definitely keen for this meal. And yeah, I have like these little luggage scales and I am right on 20 kilos. So I'm all good. I have 23 kilos coming back as well, which I'm going to have less weight because I'll be using up like protein and subs that I'm taking. I'm just using 2 different airlines. So it just worked out that way, that I could only get 20 on the way there and 23 on the way back. I think I'm flying with 2 airlines I've never flown with before. I think I'm with Thai Lion, it's called, on the way over there. And I do not even remember who on the way back. And yeah, let's hope I don't have any issues with my food. The only thing I can think of is I made the cream of rice like super thick so it's not a liquid. But you never know, they might try and say, oh, it's frozen, it's going to defrost or something, even though it's not frozen. So yeah, hopefully no issues with the food. That would really annoy me. But other than that, it should be a good day. Leaving now, pretty much, about to go jump in the cab. I won't get to the villa for about 8 or 9 hours. We're gonna go one or two ways. You know, you can feel really tired on a travel day and then you get to the destination and it's like might be time for bed nearly, but you just have so much energy, you wanna go out and explore and just like feel the vibes. It could be that, or I may just wanna like go straight to bed. So depending on what happens, you guys are gonna see it anyway because I'm gonna probably vlog it, but I may just grab some food, like Uber Eats some food to the villa and go to bed, or I may get like jump on the back of a bike and go into like town and find a nice place to sit down and eat. We'll see. All checked in, all through immigration and through security, just waiting near my gate. We don't start boarding for another 50 minutes. I'm going to slam a bunch of water, also probably get a coffee just because I feel like it, and do some steps around the airport. I'm on 6,643 steps. So my target for the day is 15,000. So I definitely want to get a few more, or more than a few. I probably want to get to close to 10,000 before I jump on the plane. All right, guys, quick voiceover. Made sure I had plenty of water because you want to stay hydrated on a flight to help with fluid retention. Got the whole front row to myself, so that was super good. Extra leg room and all of that. The flight, all in all, was great. I just downloaded some YouTube videos prior to keep me entertained. You can see here, meal number 3, quick look at the calories and all that. Once again, let that digest, and then in between the meals was slamming water so I didn't have any Fluid retention. I went to the toilet like 5 times on the plane. They can be always stingy giving out water, so I always make sure I stock up beforehand. I was feeling pretty garbage butt on the flight. Like, I don't fly well. I get just like nauseous, even though I may not throw up. Anyway, here's the next meal. This was delicious. There's the calories and all that good stuff for you to look at. Yeah, might end the voiceover there. Cool.
We have started our descent and will shortly be landing. For your safety.
Landed, cleared immigration, all easy. Just waiting for my bags. So I'm just cutting circles around the baggage thing to get my steps up. Because I didn't get as many on the flight as I would have liked, because everyone's giving me weird looks, and I cared about those weird looks, so I stopped walking up and down. But yeah, you guys know how it fucking works. Customs, after getting these bag, and yeah, my driver's waiting for me, so apparently about an hour drive to the villa. It's really not that far away, it's just the traffic and the quality of the roads. But yeah, I'll be keen to get there. So I'm there waiting for like 30 minutes. My bag hasn't showed up. So I go and double check the sign, and they've changed where my flight's bags were going. Like, I was definitely at the right one at one point in time, but they changed it without making like an announcement. So I think I see my bag right now. Fuck, we fucking made it. Boys and girls, we made it. Long day, big day of travel. That ended up taking about like an hour and 30 minutes from the airport. There was really bad traffic, but we're here now. Look, I'm not going to give you guys a full tour or anything of the villa in this vlog, but I will do another vlog while I'm here when I'll show all that. But it is 8:33 p.m. obviously, and I have when I was in the car with my driver on the way here, I got the Gojek app and ordered some food from Pump Kitchens, which should be arriving in about 8 minutes. I know, like, in the grand scheme of travel, you can do really long haul flights to like Europe and America. This is not that big of a deal, but I'm just being honest, like, I feel wrecked. I feel so fucking cooked. I've like semi-unpacked some of my stuff, but I'm pretty much planning on, when this food gets here, just chilling out, putting on some YouTube, getting that food in, and then like, shit, I've actually got a big bath, which is good. I won't have a bath tonight. I'm even too exhausted to have a bath. I'll have like a hot shower and then just like in the aircon with my book, wind down, go to bed. And then tomorrow's a whole new day and an exciting day. Go find a good supermarket, because I've got a sick fucking kitchen that I'm going to be able to cook all my food in. All right, done a bit more unpacking and just waiting on the food. And I'm feeling just like super, like from when I walked in the door, I just within 10-30 seconds just got this sense of like, I'm going to have such a good fucking 10 days. Like, this is going to be so perfect for me. Like, I'm looking at my private little pool with like these sunbeds right now, and I have just some time laying on those, sipping on a coconut. And I think it's going to be great, because I'm going to have some good time to like, yeah, I'm going to be training hard, eating good food, going to cool gyms and stuff, but I'm going to get some good time to do some like deep introspective thinking and kind of go a few layers deeper than I find time to do in like my day-to-day life. And you know those thoughts that you might kind of like skirt around the fringes of your mind, and they can be like scary, confronting things, and you won't like really double tap and like dive deep into them. You go, oh yeah, and kind of like and that can go on for months, and you don't really like, yeah, figure out things that you could figure out and kind of learn more about yourself and get a bit more of an understanding. They don't even necessarily have to be like bad things that you're avoiding, but they could just be explanations and having a deeper understanding of yourself. So I'm excited to have some time to do that while I'm here. But feeling very grateful, and I think it's good sometimes to give yourself like a pat on the back, and I try and zoom out and think about like, you know, 10, 11-year-old Geordie in school and like all of his worries and fears and insecurities and like, is he gonna, like, what am I gonna do? And then sometimes I like to just go back to that younger self and like tell him like, fuck, you worked really hard, you were very smart, like you put yourself in this position, in the opportunities that you have and things you get to experience, like you did that for yourself. It wasn't like an accident. And sometimes, yeah, it's worth having that with yourself, I think, if that makes sense. I'm really bad at articulating these thoughts. Some people seem to be so good at just like spitting out stuff, but not me. You guys have to deal with the ramble. My food might be here. Fuck yes. Let me show you guys what we've got. Oh my God, that's got some weight to it. That's exciting. I think this is a chicken, like a sweet chili chicken wrap. That was like 300 calories. Then it looks like we have got the shrimp mango power bowl. Oh my goodness, that has got some weight to it as well. And then we've got the, whatever it's called, like the big man brekkie bowl, which is like sweet potato, egg whites, and there's like steak under there. Oh yes, and I can eat all of this right now. Okay, well hold up, there's more. I should just. Okay, then this will probably be. Hold on. The sourdough for this. Yep, that's 2 bits of sourdough with that. And then it looks like we have the sweet chili for the wrap on the side. And this should be some extra. What did I get? Pumpkin? I think this is pumpkin. Let's have a look together, shall we? Yes, some extra pumpkin. Now, that definitely seems like more food than I was expecting. I expected that to be like a smaller portion, and I didn't expect that to honestly be as heavy and dense. Alrighty guys, I got to lean down because it's not really, you're up against a fucking glass of water. I don't have like a tripod down here or anything. Anyway, I should have just wrapped up the video up there because I really just want to switch off from vlogging and enjoy this. But yeah, here's all this food. It's honestly, it's a bit. I don't even know where to start. I feel like this steak and eggs is going to go to shit first. Like it's going to lose its quality, so I should probably start with that. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm switching off, guys. That's been the travel day. Lots of random bits, how I did my food, and still managed to fit into my calories. All tracked. This is like, you can trust the tracking of Pump Kitchen. It's not like some place where the macros just don't make sense and you can be super skeptical. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this, guys. Good fucking night. See you in the next one.